Hi, Jay Roland from JRX Fit here, and I just want to talk about some things that I'm noticing in the keto community. I also want to talk about the way that I promote keto in comparison to the way some other people promote keto. So one of the things that I notice is that a lot of people like to say, well, if you're not doing my kind of keto, then you're not keto enough. They like to say if you're not using their protocols, then somehow you don't deserve the title of being, keto, so to speak. And that's not really how this is supposed to work. The question is what qualifies you as being, keto? And the answer is, are you following a low-carb nutrition protocol? Are you burning fat through the process of ketogenesis and producing ketones? Is your body fueled by those ketones? As long as you check those boxes, then, congratulations, you're on track. This isn't necessarily supposed to be a one-size-fits-all program. There's a bunch of different protocols out there. There's, dirty keto, there's clean keto, there's strict protocols, there's lazy protocols. There's high-fat protocols, high-protein protocols. There's all these different, ways to do it. And the fact is that we're all different. We all have different blood types, different genetic makeups, different histories, different activity levels. Males burn, and metabolize things different than females burn and metabolize things. And so really the question is, what works for you? And as long as you're doing something that works for you, then congratulations. And that's really how I focus on keto is, am I in ketogenesis and am I enjoying the food that I'm eating? And if that's the case, then I'm on track as far as I'm concerned, as long as I'm continuing to see results. And it's not always necessarily just about weight. Sometimes it's about your blood pressure, your blood glucose, your sugar levels, all these other different factors, your cholesterols. Actually, as I've continued my ketogenic journey, my cholesterols have improved. My blood sugars have all improved. Obviously, that's one of the biggest key factors, but even as I continue to eat, I'm on a high-fat protocol, and one day I might eat clean, and the other day I might eat, dirty. One day I might eat, fish with asparagus, and then the next day I might eat, like a big, steak with a lot of butter on it, or a lot of, some, riced Parmesan cauliflower with a bunch of cheese on it. Just really whatever you can enjoy and whatever's working for you, that's really what matters. The reason that I created this whole program in the first place is because when I started my keto journey, and keep in mind, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a dietitian, I'm just a guy who figured out the best way for myself, for me to lose a whole bunch of weight and enjoy everything that I eat. When I started this journey back early in 2018, I went and I just started eating, eggs in the morning and chicken in the afternoon. I ate so many chicken salads. It was just ridiculous, and I just couldn't sustain that. That was unsustainable. Even if I would have switched it up with some other standard keto foods, again, it was just really not sustainable. And so I figured out how I could adjust how I make the food in a way that makes it enjoyable for me. So if I want a pizza, if I feel like eating pizza, I make a keto pizza. If I want a burger, I make a keto burger, and not just a bunless burger. I make a burger with a fathead bun. It's absolutely delicious. The bun is mostly cheese to begin with. It's cheese and almond flour, some other stuff all cooked up. How is that not going to be absolutely delicious? Better than a regular bun, which is all just starch, and starch doesn't have a flavor anyway. Starch actually doesn't elicit any kind of response on the taste buds. So technically speaking, there really is no flavor to your standard white bread bun that you would have on a burger. So that's the type of stuff that I like to eat. When I started this journey, I was 315 pounds, and within 7 months, I was down to 215, and now I'm down to the low, I'm like 200 right now. I'm about to break 200. It's a huge goal for me. And so in this journey, it's really about making sure that I'm seeing the progress that I want to see, and that's what you should be measuring yourself against too. Not somebody else's progress, not somebody else's protocols, but are you seeing the progress you want to see, and are you following the protocols that work for your body and your body type, and is it sustainable? Are you enjoying it? Because anything that you're not enjoying, you're not really going to likely be able to stick with for very long. I mean, I don't want to try to, discourage you in any way. Just really do what works for you, but also do something that you enjoy. And I think that whether it's in keto or whether it's some other type of nutrition plan altogether, I think that everybody can find something that's nutritious that they can enjoy, and that's what I figured out on this journey. Ultimately, anybody in the keto community, if there's anything that I can do for you, anything that you want to know, any questions that I can answer, that my journey, lessons my journey has taught me that I can use to help benefit you and your journey, please feel free to reach out, send me a message. Anything that I can do, I'm always here for the community. And as always, stay keto. Have a great one.